Welcome back to the Crypto ZX channel. You guys know what time it is. You guys are looking at the title. Yep, that's right. We're going to be talking about everything Vechain because Vechain right now is absolutely exploding. You guys might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute, why is Crypto ZX saying that, it's exploding? We're still not seeing a yearly high, but we're very close to a yearly high. And the fact that we're sitting at 4.8 cents, that speaks for itself. We're very close to 5 cents. And this gets me really, really excited about Vechain's future. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. And at this point, guys, I'm sure if you guys are a regular viewer of mine and you do watch my other updates, you know that I've been speaking about that altcoins have a lot of momentum on their side. The altcoins are feeling the strength, and this is something that is not hard to see. Some people still are completely clueless about this, but you need to really pay attention to the altcoin market because altcoin market is absolutely having its time right now. So if we're looking at Vechain right now, up 6.4% on the daily time frame, with the price currently sitting at 4.83 cents. Give yourself a round of applause, especially the Vechain supporters that actually have been holding Vechain throughout the bear market. Those are the real winners in my opinion right now. Of course, potential winners could be more, even if they're accumulating right now, depending on the potential of Vechain's upside, which I think is quite high. But again, that's my own personal opinion. But the real winners in my book is the people that were accumulating Vechain when no one was paying attention to it. But now let's take a look at it on the BTC side of things. So it's also up 7.4% in Bitcoin compared with the market cap currently sitting at $3.5 billion and the 24-hour trading volume currently sitting at 100 million. But before we go into it any further, as always, just a quick disclaimer: anything on this channel is not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence and research when you are investing in cryptocurrency. So now if we are looking at Bitcoin dominance, to kind of just quickly briefly go over this, Bitcoin dominance is pulling down, and that's a great sign for altcoins. And I'm sure you guys can see this for yourself. Altcoins are definitely having their time. When you start seeing projects that did not move, including Vechain, that really begs the question that are we actually in an altcoin rally? And in my opinion, yes, we are in the start to an altcoin season. So now if we're looking at Bitcoin on the other hand, also guys, Bitcoin is looking absolutely amazing. We've seen a bounce from $50,600 support line, which was pretty much triple bottom, and then since then, we are seeing Bitcoin, holding really strong despite us coming out of a weekend. Bitcoin is holding really close towards its key resistance, and that should just show you the overall momentum BTC has on its end. But now let's shift our focus towards Vechain, see what is happening with Vechain's price, and of course what is yet to come, because a lot of excitement definitely as I am recording this update. As you can see, Vechain right now, as of February 25th, right before midnight, we're currently sitting at 4.8 cents. And yeah, let's take it a step further and actually zoom in to the hourly time frame. Now look at this chart, guys. You don't even need to be a TA expert to say this is one of the best and cleanest looking charts right now. If you look at it on the 21st of February, the 4.1 cents support line where we kind of got supported, and if you picked up some Vechain around that range at the support line itself, you're up about 20% since then. But now what you're seeing happening with Vechain is it's seeing a resistance coming in its way. You can pretty much see this for yourself. I don't even need to go into the daily time frame to kind of go back to the previous cycle, but you can see we do have resistance around here, which obviously dates back to the previous cycle, because of course this exact same resistance has come into its way a few times, not once, not twice, but 3 to 4 times, and that's exactly where we're currently stopped at. And now if you want to see the price in terms of measurements to see how far we are from a new yearly high, we're only about 7.68% from a yearly high. Now let's go back to the daily time frame. So definitely, you guys can now probably understand why this resistance is important. But now if this is able to clear out, guys, if this resistance is able to clear out, I think we're off to our yearly high. And once the yearly high is crossed, the main resistance then is around 5.5 cents, and off we go to 6 0.3 cents. So excitement definitely in the air. VeChain haters are completely quiet right now. I don't tend to see a lot of VeChain haters these days. And again, this is something your boy CryptoZX has been projecting. Once we did see this move, I said, once you're starting retesting the 4 to 5 cents range, you're going to start seeing less people talking negative about VeChain, but more people, starting to turn like the biggest moon boys all of a sudden, and the funniest thing, I've shared this with you guys before, is, there's people that actually have been talking negative about VeChain over the past few months, and the same exact people on my recent updates are saying, oh yeah, VeChain to the moon, VeChain is the next big thing, this and that just makes me truly laugh out so hard whenever I'm reading these comments. But that is the fun part. But definitely, this move is worthwhile noting, especially now the fact that we're going into this upcoming new week ahead of us. We could potentially be seeing a 5.5 cents to even retesting the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level this upcoming week, because honestly that's a 30% move from the current price levels, and honestly I don't think that is too much out of the blue, especially if we're able to retest the 5.5 cents mark. This will bring in a FOMO organically and push it to the 6.6 cents mark. The question that we get on a day-to-day basis is, CryptoZX, does VeChain actually this bull cycle have the potential to pull a new all-time high towards the dollar? Because of course the dollar is the price, a psychological price that everyone wants to be looking out for. And I'm going to share my personal details on that with you guys. So if you're looking at VeChain's all-time high, last all-time high was of course April 17th of 2021 at 30 cents almost, you could see. And since then, we did have a massive pullback. We went all the way down to about 1.3 cents. But what a lot of people tend to forget is, compared to the last cycle, the last cycle's low was 0.0035, right? And even though we did reach the 1.3 cents mark, that was still about 400% higher from its 2020 low. So we're still in an upwards trajectory. So now if we're able to kind of project where prices could go, obviously you guys can see this for yourself. In order for it to reach an all-time high, it needs a move of an additional 469%, guys, which in my opinion is not much. Because now if you want to put those the all-time high into perspective in terms of market cap, let's talk about that. So currently we're sitting at 3.5. Oopsies, 3.5 times that by let's just say 5, So you're looking at around $16 billion market cap in order for VeChain to retest its it's all-time high that it has obtained around at 30 cents. Now, it would need a $72.7 billion market cap in order for it to reach all-time highs. So now let me go up here and kind of extend this and give you guys my personal thoughts. So, if we're bringing out the measuring tool and you're speculating a move to the dollar mark, after an all-time high, that's an additional 255%. And honestly speaking, I think that is not something that we should completely outplay. Reason why I'm saying this is because there's a lot of analysts, people are saying that this is arguably going to be the biggest bull run ever, because of course ETFs, right? We actually been talking about ETFs for the longest time. This goes back back into 2016, 2017, even those times we were having conversations about a potential ETF. And, fast forward, almost 7-8 years later, we actually have seen this ETF, the big money is flowing in, and, projects that actually have a use case. And right now, speaking about use case, we're seeing VeChain really gaining a lot of traction recently. And the best thing about gaining traction is because now once people start doing their research on the project, they will actually start realizing what kind of problem VeChain is solving. And I think this is where, FOMO will kick in, reminding me of something similar as to what happened last cycle, but compared to overall innovation, from last cycle, Vechain has made massive strides of that. So, kudos to them. I think this will be one of the shockers, but, $1, I wouldn't write that off, because usually what you see from OG projects is 4 to 5x. Usually 4 to 5x is a move after an all-time high, but for Vechain, in order for it to hit $1, it would be 255%. But again, guys, only time is going to tell. We can sit here and talk about numbers left and right, but a $72 billion market cap, does not surprise me, and I don't think that is out of the blue, especially if we do see some insane parabolic mania occurring for the overall market. So of course, we're going to take it one step at a time, but this is where you need to make an exit strategy. We could be talking about $1, we could be talking about 60 cents, 50 cents, but if you are not strategizing your exit, you will be left behind. Let me be completely clear. Just because the price is, could go to $1 doesn't mean you will walk out at $1, because our, psychological thinking can get the best of us. But now let me look at the market cap. So let's go max, and yeah, you can see this for yourself. We had an all-time high of about $16.5 billion. So yeah, I wouldn't write that off, to be quite frank with you guys, especially now the fact that we do have Coinbase and marketing has, skyrocketed for Vechain. I think this can help it in a big time. But again, that's my own personal opinion. I can just sit here and talk all day about crypto, but obviously time is going to tell. Let me know down below what you guys think. Love you all. See you tomorrow in Crypto ZX, and peace out.